Let's get straight into the round 16 teams. Tom Rehn joins me as always. And Tommy, the Powers had to make some changes. What have they done?
Yeah, they have. A couple of them forced. We know that Carlisle and Jackson Trengove had to come out of the side both injured. Sam Gray's the other one out. No Tom Cleary there. Cam O'Shea comes back in along with Cassisi and Young. Treaders, do they have enough defensive cover to be able to play this game?
Well, I don't think you're ever going to cover Carlisle and Trengove, but I think Hampshire's already in the team. Jonas can play tall and small, and I like O'Shea going in, so that puts a lot of pressure now. They haven't got a ruckman. Looks like Westhoff's going to have to be the ruckman on the weekend. OK,
let's go to the Bombers now. A couple of changes for them. Hibbard's out with the ankle, and surprisingly, Dustin Fletcher goes out omitted. Might be more like a resting job for them.
I think that's the old man rule, isn't it? Give him a week off.
No Bell Chambers in that side. Even so, Travis Boak, the power skipper, he reckons that they still might try to stretch them down back.
They'll probably do that at some stage, I think, put a few tools down there. So we've definitely got the guys down there to cover it. Obviously, it's a big loss having Jacko and Alapate out of the side, but our backs have been fantastic all year.
And Boak says there's no panic despite the Power dropping 2 games in 3 weeks.
Not really. We'll just keep going about what's made us a good side this year, and that's all we can focus on is what we can control.
Port's been picking the brain of Melbourne Storm Premiership coach Craig Bellamy.
We get out of our own little bubble a little bit and see how other clubs do things, how hard they do certain things, and hopefully learn some stuff off them.
The Crows too brought in some coaching expertise today. Aussie cricket mentor Darren Lehman.
There's a lot of similarities between coaching a cricket team and a football team, but we'll definitely try and tap into both and see what matches, and if there's anything we can pinch or he can pinch from us, we'll be certainly sharing information.
Well, I'll tell you what, Treaders, I'm fascinated to get your thoughts here on the Crows. 4 changes. Let's have a look at them. Rutten, McKay, Henderson, Laird, they all come back. Riley, poor pleasure, Luke Thompson, a touch unlucky, and Jared Lyons. Have they just lost? Is it too many changes for a side that's won?
Well, it's a lot of changes, but if you look at that name and the third one down is Henderson, he's really important to Adelaide's lineup. If they're going to play finals, he needs to be back in form. It's good to see him get some games into him. Just proves Ben Rutten's career's not over. Luke Thompson played his best game, I think, in Crows colours. It is desperately unlucky.
Might just mean that the depth's starting to be strong. Let's have a look at GWS, Treaders. The 3 changes there. Scully back, and also Toby Green, who comes back from that club-imposed suspension, so a bit of a boost for them and for him. Given that, Treaders, is there any danger, as we go to your tips, that the Crows might not back up after the showdown?
There's always danger, especially with Adelaide's form being up and down, but I think this is the first time this year they'll win 2 in a row, and I suspect they'll do it quite comfortably. And I'm going to pick Port Adelaide. Their form was really disappointing. We were there last night at Adelaide Oval when they trained. They trained very, very sharp, and I think they'll get over the Bombers, even though they've got a couple of big pillars in defence missing.
Let's hope they both back up, Treaders. It'd actually be good for the Crows if Port won, so they might be doing them a favour.
Look at you looking after your boys. Thanks, Rennie.
Thanks, mate.